You heard nothing. What's up, guys? It's me. We are back once again with another one. Get this, versus one ranked duel. Today we're going to be playing some Huyi. This is going to be the last video on this account for a long time. For at least like probably about a month. At least in Duel. Just in Duel. Reason being, as most of you know, basically my goal this... God, first of all, can we talk about the skin? I know people were just like, oh my god, you say every skin's the best. This skin is amazing. This is my favorite Huyi skin. The way his bow just is like a part of his arm piece. Oh my god, it's just amazing. Anyways, so the reason I'm not going to be playing on this account for Duel, I'll definitely do Conquest videos and like my casual videos and stuff like that will be definitely done on this and whatnot, but I'm not going to be playing on this for Duel from this point on, simply because the risk over reward for me playing on this account from this point on, I have mid-level GM MMR on this account. This is actually, so yesterday during my 12-hour stream, or 9-hour stream rather, because I wasn't feeling well. Apologies once again about that. I wanted to go 12 hours, but I was feeling like absolutely crap. My back was killing me. I shouldn't have said 12. My first long-ass stream in a long time. Anyways, we ended up getting this account to Grandmasters. Well, it's Masters, but I have like high-level GM MMR, and basically you just need to win one match when you're in Masters with GM level MMR, and you'll be put into GM. That's what happened to my Smurf. Oops. Oh my god, that was terrible. So yeah, the goal is, rather than keeping like fighting. Oh my god, you actually just got that. Since I have pressured him right there, I can go for his blue. If he's gonna do that, I'm just gonna slowly whittle this down here. Start with the minis. Okay, if he goes for my blue, he's still in a worse spot. He has less sustain than me, I think, overall. He can clear that wave. I still don't think he has the opportunity to fight me, though. Okay, we're just going to be getting level 5 here off of these creeps here. Tag them, and we're going to stick around the side here like this. Our tower's going to take a bit of the brunt here. But it's okay, because we will hit level 5. Make sure he's not around. I guess we're okay. Yeah, that might not have actually been worth, overall in terms of experience and stuff like that. And gold. Inexperience is more worth, but in terms of gold, it's not. Because he's going to get more off of that. His ult's down, though, so we're in a decent spot here for this next engagement. So we're going to rush Transcendence here, rather than going into our boots, because he's going to have Bancrofts, and I doubt we can fight him either way, so having mobility over that isn't really going to change much. So anyways, sorry, I got distracted trying to focus there on what would be optimal for experience. I'm going to keep this account in GM, and the best strategy, because MMR does not decay, is to get your account GM and then never play again. Because if I gain, basically, on this account, depending on who I'm up against, I can gain as much as... as little to 0 to 1 MMR per match. But when I lose, I can lose upwards to 60. So, yeah. There's no sense in me risking it, and even though I'd like to do tryhard games, I can just do them on my Smurf. My Smurf literally just, unfortunately, it did get kicked out of GM because I've been playing a lot of Guardians and stuff on it, but it's still like a high Masters level account, even when I play like low tiers and stuff like that. So it's pretty much the exact same gameplay. Like, you're not seeing anything different just by me, you know, playing on a different account. It's still the same level of gameplay, and generally I'm going to be against the exact same people. No matter what, it just happens to be who's queuing at what time. So I know some of you are like, oh my god, he puts Masters in the title or Grandmasters. First of all, I don't put Grandmasters in the title because I'm not Grandmasters, and even when I am Grandmasters, I don't put it in the title because putting Grandmasters in your title actually gives you less viewers than putting Masters, because the algorithm, I found out. That's why I always just put Masters, even though I'm GM. Funny enough, but yeah. More people know about Masters. More people, like, Masters is just overall more known. So I have like a search algorithm thing that actually let me know that Masters is a more searched term than Grandmasters, so I kind of just use that for my titles. But besides the point, no matter what you do when you're watching, it is Grandmasters level gameplay, although the sometimes the enemies won't be Grandmasters, sometimes, you know, I won't be, you know, playing the best god. It's still, you know, Grandmasters level gameplay at its core, you know. Everyone tries to hold on to their lives when no one... Why am I listening to that? Dave got that stuck in my head, man. Yeah, this is technically I'm already Grandmasters. The system just needs, like, for some reason, one game while you're in Masters to promote a GM. So it's weird. Anyways, yeah, that's the reason behind that. My games from now on will be on Super Saiyan, but we'll be doing a bunch of different challenges. I'll still have my tryhard games, all that typical stuff. They're just going to be on that account. I just want to make sure that I have GM before the end of the split here. Because I've been in GM, like, multiple times throughout this season. It's just usually, like, I'll do requests or dick around in some videos, and I just happen to won't have it at the end of the split, so I don't get the border or anything. Not that the border means much to me, because I never am able to use a border to begin with. I'd just like to have a GM version of each border. I didn't get one last season, though, I don't think. Maybe I did. I don't know. I usually just use the one from Season 4, because basically, I use the GM border for Season 4 because, number one, it was only top 25, I think. When now it's top 50 GMs, right? If I'm not mistaken. And that was probably the time where I think I improved the most, and that's when I have more memories with that particular season than any other season. Basically, I just it means so much more to me, that season there, because it was the season where I basically learned Uller. I started really getting noticed on YouTube. I was GM when some of the best players around were GM, and it was super competitive. It was, you know, it was like me, Donnie Dieselface. Everyone was just like it was actual. It felt like it was actually like the pinnacle of when, you know, Duel wasn't just, oh, you play this god, you play back, you run away. It felt like it took a lot more skill than it does nowadays. It felt like less people, mainly because less people actually knew what was going on, which made it like even better. Because people were discovering what was meta, what worked with what. You know, like it was a very big time discovery, because I feel like that's when Duel really got serious. It was the new map. There was just so much going on in that season, and it has the most meaning to me. So that's why I like that border. Because I feel like that was one of the few seasons where if you got GM, you really earned GM. Nowadays, it's like, oh, congratulations, you played Chronos, and you literally ran away the entire game like a bitch. Played PvE, and you backdoored. Congrats, my friend. You know? That's just my opinion, though. I mean, you can, of course, have your own. Think what you like. That's just how I see it, and that's the border I happen to like the best. I mean, it might not look the best, and it's still... GM back then is now the Masters border for... or the Masters emblem for Joust now. So when I wear that border, people are like, oh, he was just Masters Joust. I'm like, no, I'm not. I wasn't Masters Joust. That was the OG. Oh my god, that hit. Oh, that was sick as fuck. I didn't expect that to hit. I mean, I meant to do that. Oh, this is not worth it. I didn't die! Oh, fuck. You don't blink or anything, though. Ah! No! Alright, bitch. Oh, that's not fair. You ruined the game. No, I don't want to play. Deep down, I do, but... you know, for the sake of GM, I guess. Everyone try. If I would have been prepared for that, see, that's another skill I definitely need to work on. Not really work on, but pay more. It's not. I just need to pay more attention to it. I need to take my own advice from previous me. Like, when I made my Uller guide, I basically explained how whenever you throw an Ullerax, you should throw it with the intention that no matter where you throw it, even if you think it's gonna miss, you should be prepared to react on if it hits, right? You should throw the ability with the intentions of this is going to hit. So even if you think you're gonna miss, like, and then you're like, oh my god, that hit, and then you switch stances late, and your combo's late, and you miss some of your combo because of it, it screws you over a bit, right? So, like, in that example, or that situation, for example, it's like, well, if I would have just been a little more prepared, and it, like, even by the off chance that hit, I was still in a perfect position, I could have definitely won on that, so. That would have been a free kill. As you can see, I almost got in range of the auto attack. If I literally would have taken a few steps forward, that would have been, like, almost a montage clip, for God's sakes, right? Being prepared for any situation. Because, like, there's the art of improvising. Improvising is extremely important in Duel and everything, but there's also, instead of improvising, like, just the art of being prepared, you know? Stinky Rass. We're gonna clear this wave. Go back for 2-2 Toxic Blade. Get ourselves that. I'm gonna be streaming, by the way, after this is uploaded, so if you haven't already, please make sure to check out the stream, twitch.tv/Rexsi, spelled like that. I'll be streaming. We'll be doing some requests on the Smurf, having some fun, dicking around in Duel. The typical shenanigans. So, I highly recommend you stop by, say hello. I do read chat constantly. I very rarely, I try my best to not miss any messages. I try to talk to you guys as often as possible. I find that I talk a lot more than most streamers that stream, you know, Conquest and stuff like that, just because it's a lot easier for me to, you know, just talk and play Duel. That's one reason why I really like streaming Duel. It's just because, you know, I can actually communicate with you guys and talk, and I don't have to completely focus on everything that's happening at all times. Because, like, in Conquest, you gotta look who's rotating, you gotta pay attention to whose fingers up whose ass. Like, there's so many different things. In Duel, it's like, unless I'm going for an objectives or something, or I'm in the middle of an engagement, I mean, and I'm just farming a buff or just rotating to a wave, I mean, I can just read chat and just, you know, talk to you guys. So hey, if you want to actually talk to me, or at least let me hear what you have to say, listen, streaming is probably the easiest way for me to communicate with you guys. But I do hope you are having a good day, even if you are watching on YouTube. I do read pretty much every comment on YouTube, although you might not think I do. You might think it's bullshit, I do. I read almost every single comment for the first 24 hours of a video. Like 3 times a day, I will basically read through the comments. I'll just click sort by newest first, and then I'll just scroll down to the most recent comment that I saw previously, and then, yeah. Which, I mean, it's a good thing, but it's also a bad habit, because it's like, I don't know, I'll read tons and tons of you guys' awesome, heart-filled messages. Forward there, and we're gonna Goomba stomp them. But yeah, I don't know. It's a double-edged sword. But if you guys enjoyed watching this on our promo to Grandmasters, I know, sorry, lots of random topics, lots of nostalgia as we go through our way to our like 10th time in GM. I'd appreciate it if you did consider leaving this video a like. And if you're new to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you consider subscribing. It would help me a lot. We are super duper close to what I have 0 MMR, right? We're super duper close to 110,000 subscribers, so I'd really appreciate it if you did consider subscribing, support the channel. Check out the Twitch, check out the Patreon. Are you fucking kidding me? Why? Who are we doing this again, motherfucker? You. Ignoring me? All right, I'll see you next time, guys. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.